Hello again. I am now breakfasted up and ready to do a little Dark Souls. That's a lie. I'm always ready to do some Dark Souls. You don't know how tempting it is to keep playing Dark Souls when I'm not streaming. Who's gonna stop me? You? Oh yeah, also I got the thing that I needed so I can not have to ever juggle around with my keyboard and controller again because now I have enough USB slots, which is nice. It has occurred to me again that I've forgotten to set up the other shit that I need. 1 second. I need a desktop, I need this, and then I need everything I just closed. This is stuff that I really could sort out when I'm not. When I have the stream down, but here we are. Okay, gotta line this up again because for some reason it keeps changing every time I bring it down. Trust me, I'm doing things in the background. And there should do. I can never see these things quite properly. Anyway, we're all ready now. And so, where were we when I stopped last time? I believe I was neck deep in Blighttown. Oh, you're right. Thank you, Strider. God damn it. One more moment. I always forget this. Actually, I think I can do it through this, can't I? Can do it through this. No, wait, I did do it. Did I do it? Whatever. If I didn't do it, it's done now. Hopefully. I think you have to refresh the page to get it to show up properly. I could be wrong. I'd rather not do that off the edge. I'm pretty sure I've got everything sorted out now, though. So, science outside. The police know that I'm doing Dark Souls. Once again, sort out which controls I'm trying to do that are Monster Hunter controls and which controls Dark Souls. Not a good start. B is dash. That's attack. I've got it now. I'm alive. Oh, I'm not alive. I wasn't expecting to be alive, and that made me dead. Now I've got it. It was my intention to die twice within 30 seconds of starting the stream. Hate these little dogs. Okay, I think I collected everything around here except apparently whatever's sitting right there in front of me. Boys and bullshit can see me. I think I have to go up here to get that? Or was this what I was having trouble with last time? I guess not. I don't remember what was giving me so much trouble last time. But if there's stuff, generally speaking, I want it. I already got all that. Get where the poison fellow is. I don't have the moss to get hit by this. I gotta remember what the lock-on controls are. Playing this at the same time as Monster Hunter is not a great idea, it turns out. These things aren't that strong, but they can overwhelm you slightly. I have no idea what just threw itself off the ledge. I have to remember where you get the shield, because I always forget it. It's on one of these things that goes out. It's down there. That's what I want to remember. Also, did my thing zoom out when I was... 1 second. Maybe it's fine. Doesn't matter. Let's go down. I think down is where I want to go. It's been a while since I've been to Blackdown. Is this just back where I was? This is just back where I was. I think it's this ladder that I always miss because it's fairly obscured there. Oh, not another one. I'll take that. Doesn't quite know how to fall around here. Except me, who's trying to fall at every opportunity. Amazing I haven't died doing that by accident so far. Dark Souls doesn't have many enemies that are completely useless at range, so this thing always struck me as a little bit weird. Where was the thing getting angry at me just now? Why won't you lock on? Problem is I can't see how much life it's got while I'm doing this. I know it's got a decent bit, but... this is a hell of a lot more efficient than trying to fight it close up. I think you can get me behind him at some point, but... doesn't matter now. Thing got here a bit late. Had all that time to knock me off an edge. I suddenly got purple moss clump, and I noticed I didn't get any when that other dart shooting fellow fell off, so I suspect he just now died from that fall. God only knows what was happening in the interim. That's quite strange. Things aren't so much of a problem, but normally you've got more room to fight them in. And also there's one of these buggers hanging around. Nope, did not leave myself with enough stamina. Gotta be glad to be out of this area. Blighttown is a rough place. I don't even have enough Estus. To live. Is there anything down here? That's right. There is something you have to fall down there for. Which I might as well. I think you go down from here anyway. The same spot. I'm not going to have much life when I do this, but needs must. I'm not leaving stuff. I like stuff. I think that just leads up to the same place. Fortunately, it's not as bad for the rest of the area. These things are weird and mostly useless. Mosquitoes are a bigger problem, but they'll be along soon enough. Nope, there's one. Difficult to hit, and they kind of hurt if you let them get up all on you. Do I just fall off of here? Oh, there's a ladder. So, yes. Oh, I forgot there's one of those buggers over there as well. Let's give it a minute for that toxin to go down. I don't know, Blighttown is pretty unpleasant, just in general, to get through. There is something to having all these, like, twisty platforms that it's easy to get lost in, and there's items in pretty much every single nook and cranny. Again, I like stuff. God, I don't have a room for this at all. I think it's normally around here where I just start running because there's too much shit and there's a bonfire nearby and I don't want to die. I'm happy to continue the tradition. There's bugger all that. Can I do anything? No, I don't have the... I don't know. I think for that I kind of prefer the gutter in Dark Souls 2 because that extra, the extra thing of actually having the torch and going through and lighting up everywhere you've been, I think there's something to that. Because that sort of gives you an extra way of tracking where you've been, because the place starts to become more visible, and you know what I mean. Now here I get to make a choice of whether or not I go and grab a bunch of stuff before I go to the boss, or if I just go straight to the boss. Shiva wouldn't be here, so I couldn't go and buy a bunch of cool shit. Not that I have the souls to buy a bunch of cool shit. There's not really any enemies that I particularly care for in this area either. These things are kind of tanky and otherwise pretty useless. The mosquitoes are just plain annoying. The same description I gave these things for the skinny focus up the top, and I don't know, the big guys are okay. I don't mind them so much. I kind of like the ones with the rocks better. I think Blighttown would have been a lot more easy to have a bad opinion about back when it had, like, I think the phrase is ass frame rate. I understand that used to be a problem. I don't think I ever played it at a point. I think they had fixed those things when I got to it. That or DS fixes that, I don't know. I don't remember the exact details. All I remember is frame rate was bad, and it isn't now. Guess not obvious, I've opted to go and pick up stuff rather than go straight to the boss. Then I don't have to do it again. Then once I finish with... How do you pronounce the boss's name? I'm pretty sure it's said in the game, so it's not actually as ambiguous as some games would leave it, but I always feel like I'm pronouncing it wrong. It's just a weird assortment of letters. These leeches can be kind of a bitch sometimes. I mean, often it'll wind up being worth killing a bunch of them because they drop Titanite in absurd numbers. But all the middle range Titanites. I think they drop large Titanite shards and green Titanite shards. Like, they'll drop large Titanite shards, like, more than green Titanite shards, but they drop like 5 green ones at a time. Clearly when they were making the game they thought, okay, it kind of is a pain to get this stuff. Let's just put in a way to get a whole bunch of them, if you're willing to put in the effort. Hello, Ghost. Bet your big sword is probably better for this than mine. I wonder how much damage I take from sorceries. 2? I can live with that. Spear is sometimes just a little... it has a little bit of trouble hitting them. And they do have weird hitboxes. The only way to keep your sanity around here is not give the slightest fuck about poison. Yeah, Green Titanite is, I think, like the lower level upgrades for pretty much any of the elemental upgrades. Up to like +5 or whatever. Beyond that, they start getting into their own green, their own blue, red, or white Titanites. All the more plain stuff just goes straight with, you know, the Titanite chunks and the Titanite slab. I've started ignoring these things, and I'm thinking it's probably going to wind up being a mistake. But also I'm running low on Estus, and I can't be bothered having this fight right now. I could head towards Ash Lake right now, but I'm not going to. It's going to be too annoying to get back up more than anything else. Also, I'm not going to be super great for anything that's down there either. The main reason to go to Ash Lake, let's face it, is all those lizards you can find in the hollow. And there's a couple of items down the bottom you might be interested in the Covenant. Let's go Faith up a bit. I'm going to need some of that. No, not Faith. Intelligence. I'm going to need some of that sooner or later. I would say the lizards would be less for pain if it wasn't so mechanical. Like, get off of me, Jesus Christ. Like, obviously they spawn randomly so you don't get a bunch of good shit, but then you can just reload and they come back anyway. It'd be better if you couldn't do that. Like you actually had to come back later or something to get them to respawn. Which obviously would be more of a pain if you need that stuff, but it's very video gamey as it is. In a way that's, I don't know if it's a positive way. Something over here, but I would... when I fight that thing, I would prefer to not have to fight these things at the same time. Ooh, that was close. If ever you've been determined to get yourself a pickaxe, you get pretty good at understanding these things' patterns. These things are even easier to backstab than the ones up above. And they're not bad for the souls either. I hate... part of the reason I hate these things is because they get stuck on you and they... it's real dumb. These things are a pain if you aggro more than one at a time, but by themselves, they're just kind of chumps. There's no point in doing anything else. Actually, it is kind of slower, so if you could just poke them a bunch, it's probably more efficient. Hey, I got a pickaxe. Damn, I'm never gonna use it. Then whoever actually did use a pickaxe other than to say you could use a pickaxe. I know that's why I wanted to use them. How am I doing? Pretty good on life. 5 Estus, I should probably go and get more than that, but we'll give the boss a go, shall we? Also I should have been human so I could fight the lady. If I die, and I probably will at least once, I'll human up. I should really upgrade my weapons at some point. I did take a look at the list of spears and I figured out which spear I'm probably going to go for. Game design has probably lingered a little too long on that shot. But then it's not like it wasn't obvious what they were doing. Ouchie. I'd say for the most part, K-Lag isn't so bad, but there's that one move which is absurd. I'm pretty sure that sword swinging sound is in Dink Smallwood. Just so you know. That's not information that many people are going to find interesting. Nope, not doing what I thought. I forget what she does when she's about to... do the bad move. I gotta say, this range does mean I'm not just swinging and missing quite so much. The area you fight in just gets filled up with all that puddles of hot shit. It gets very difficult to maneuver down there. I don't actually remember where you get the spear I intend to use, so I may have to look that up. I ain't above it. Oh, no, that's not how that works. What are you doing? This looks uncomfortable. You gotta stretch before you fight. Big spider ladies. I think I have to... Oh, that's who I was looking for. I wish I hadn't aggroed the other thing just now. Maybe it won't follow me all the way in here. Mildred will. bloody mosquitoes. Oak. It seems like I can stun her pretty well. That was easy. I guess not wearing any armor and having incredibly little poise probably doesn't help. It's probably not a high bar. I probably will get my hands on the Moonlight Butterfly Spear because, you know, if I'm gonna have a decent bit of int, that won't be useless. It may wind up being better than a physical spear for some things. Who's this? Wait, did I actually summon them? Because I didn't want to. It brings up the name. It must have just been disappearing. I hope. I probably should just summon some random people sometimes. Particularly if a boss fight is taking too long. I should probably have some of this on standby. Because I'm not going to want to go into the fight poisoned. I just did fight Mildred. Just then. I have 7 Estus for some reason. Round 2. I don't mind this fight so much. Except for that one move. We'll know it when it happens, it'll probably kill me. Maybe my spear will let me get away with my range. Surprised I dodged that, I thought I timed that quite poorly. Oh, it didn't hit me, I walked into lava, of course. I really want to use sorceries for some reason, but it's not really the most useful thing I could be doing. It says 20 damage. I guess my pokes only do 26. I really should have upgraded some stuff by this point. She is kind of tanky in a way that isn't necessarily that fun. I think that's worth noting. Strider, as long as you're pulling up a list of spears, could you tell me where the partisan is at? Because that's the one I'm probably going to go with. Please don't catch me like that again. It's not fun. That move. Don't do it again. Oh, see, it does a ridiculous amount of damage, and it's often difficult to get out of. Yes. Alright, I remember now. Thank you. I just have to get past this fight, which may wind up being easier said than done. I didn't level up after I killed Mildred. That was a mistake. If I'm patient and wait for the poison to drain, I can get through without using a moss, which I probably should do because I really don't have that many of them. I probably should have gone to Darkroot Garden before I came here. An enchanted partisan, you say? And what's that at the cost of? Is that just lower base damage? I assume you mean the partisan. I suppose it'd probably lose some of its other scalings as well, if not all of them. Just have to see how far I want to go with my intelligence. Is there anything I can use that would make this easier? I should probably use some resin. Charcoal probably isn't going to be super useful against her for obvious reasons. That's kind of it though, isn't it? Expect firebombs to be so useful. Gonna have to get used to hot swapping between these two, I think, if I want to get the most out of it. Oh, I should really grab my stuff too. That's right, if I can hit her, then it will do more damage and stagger a bit, but that's not an easy proposition most of the time. Not without taking the time to manually aim. That scene. Really just taking the opportunity to make her feel the pain in the ass, isn't she? She's always kinda tanky, though I'm not helping the situation with my weapon decisions. where I'm going. Once the lava gets pretty thick, you don't want to be forgetting where it is. I can't say I care for this fight a whole lot. I kind of like it in theory, but it's just a little too demanding. And sometimes the hitboxes are stupid. And she's got that one attack, which is basically a one-hit kill. That one. Most of her other moves aren't really a problem at all. Oh shit. Mildred, you say? That wasn't even halfway. Might as well take what help I can get. I could probably spare the shards, but it's so far away, I don't want to have to go all the way back up there. Maybe the ability to warp was a good thing. Maybe that was a good change. We just didn't realize it, didn't appreciate it, being the heathens that we are. I mean, even with the Lord Vessel, it's only so useful, given how many bonfires you can't warp to. Like, getting to some areas around Blighttown, for instance. Real pain in the ass, even with the Lord Vessel. Where do you summon Mildred? Is she right outside? I neglected to do that in Pebs, actually. Fortunately, the armor I'm wearing is pretty good for the poison resistance. I only know this because normally some poison resistance is a good thing to go searching for when you... Pebs must like this. Let's stick to the NPCs for now. I did like that they started giving the NPCs a little bit of character through their gestures in the later ones. Look how much fucking more damage she does than I do. I definitely should have upgraded my weapons. I'll go and get that partisan and then we'll go have some fun, shall we? It's not the spear, it's my shitty spear. Oh, how's Mildred gonna take this one? Amazingly well. I'll provide support. I just need Mildred to keep hitting her. That's how I'm gonna win. I don't even remember Mildred being that useful, so I think that says more about my position in the game than Mildred. Hooray. Why can't I gesture? It's not letting me gesture. Why'd my select button break? I mean, it's a bit late now, but okay. Also, I totally don't just have any kind of... Unfortunately, Soul Arrow is all I've got at the moment. I haven't got anything better yet. Though I could probably start making motions towards that as well. These spells do two things, wake up Framped and wake up some giants. The reason for either is not completely apparent. I forgot to talk to Sigmund. That lever gave me a homeward bone. Where's the... Ah, this way. So we'll light up a bonfire while I'm here.
Oh dear, what have we here? Are you a new servant? But you have no eggs. Ah, no matter. Go along and have audience with our fair lady. I pray that you will mind your manners.
You're right. Yes, I should probably do that before I forget. I just wanted to get to the bonfire. You're right. Let's do that, shall we? Style. There's our rankings. Okay. Where on earth does... I really need to sort out the pronunciation as well. Actually, I even need to look up the spelling. Where's her stuff? Oh, please don't stab her. She dies very easily. Queelaag. I'll just put it down here and I can slot it where it needs to go. Is that... I think my instinct is to pronounce that Queelag? Or Queelag? Probably Queelag. Also don't remember if the boss name adds on anything else other than... Is it Queelag Chaos Witch or something. Hang on. The wiki will tell me. Like Chaos Witch Caolag. Okay. There we go. Proper names. That's what we deal in here. I'd say as a fight, it's certainly more interesting than the Gaping Dragon, given that the Gaping Dragon kind of sucks. She does have some very annoying things about the fight. That lava that goes around the map is more an annoyance. I guess it's something you have to pay attention to. But also sometimes it'll just get you killed. Honestly, if anything bothers me about Caolag, it's probably that one really strong move. Because I don't know if I've ever survived that. Maybe in New Game Plus when I'm tanked up with ridiculous armor. But it's just overpowered. And in certain circumstances, it can be basically impossible to get out of. Yes, you're right. It's better than Asylum Demon, surely. Question is it better than Bell Gargoyles? I think as a fight, I probably prefer Bell Gargoyles. Like, they don't have any... I think I just like the way that fight is laid out. And it sort of brings the second one in at just the right time, where you're probably not finished with the first one and it's going to give you some pressure. And I like that. Caolag is just kind of tanky and I don't know. Yes. And they're kind of a pain to get back to, but not too much. It's kind of a long run to get back to Caolag. I think I'd probably put Caolag as number 2. I think that's where I'm leaning. Yeah. I like a good tail cut. And they have a good one. It's not hard at all, and it's satisfying. I think I'm happy with that. Yeah, number 2 sounds good. I like the look of that. Okay. Let's get back to, I think the next direction I want to head is towards... Because the main next area you have to go to is Sen's Fortress. But I think I'm going to take the detour and go to the garden and deal with some of the interesting stuff around there. Also, I want to pick up my partisan and start upgrading it. I've learnt my lesson. I could get to the Darkroot base and not too difficultly from here. It'd be nice to swing past Firelink and pick up some more spells, but it's probably not gonna happen. It's a little too... much of a pain to get to from here. I'm gonna rest here just so I have a bit more Estus. Let's go ahead and... I forget, do you sell anything interesting?
What is it? Go along and meet our fair lady.
Or do I have to talk to her first, do I? Talk to her first. I don't have any of those. I could join the Chaos Servants just so I do, but there's not much point.
Are you prepared to dedicate yourself to our fair lady? Then I will make available whatever you require. if you need something, ask me first.
Without actually saying anything to respond, it's taking a lot for granted.
There is no time for idle chat. Think only of our fair lady and what she may need.
Okay, yeah. You don't sell anything interesting unless I go and do the bullshit. But anyway, because I'm an idiot. But yeah. Let's go ahead and get some intelligence. Definitely bump up the dexterity a bit. I could probably benefit from some extra strength. I like where endurance is at. Vitality's not so bad. Maybe I'll get one more vitality. Or maybe I'll leave it at 15 because 15's a nice round number. Because I'm also an idiot like that. Let's just go a little more to intelligence. 2 points in each, that's not so bad. I should run everywhere like this. Yep, let's go that way. I should go and get the partisan, head back up to Andre, upgrade a bit, and then head back down and go probably for the butterfly. The way I'm going though does go past by the Hydra. That much is true. Yeah, I'm not so interested in saving. What's his name? But on the other hand, if I don't save Soler, then I won't have anyone to possibly summon for the final boss. Decisions, decisions. Should be some rocks coming soon. Did none of them notice me? Are none of them going to notice me? I'll go and get this other bonfire just so that I don't have to run back all the way out here. Oh, Hydra can count up to at least 9 or so. I think we can probably get to Moonlight Butterfly by the time the stream's done. Be nice to keep adding on things at a steady clip. I'm already quite pleased with how this ranking list is going. Some of them have been pretty obvious, like Capra Demon being right at the fucking bottom. I'm curious about which is going to wind up higher. Bell Gargoyles or Belfry Gargoyles. Because they're similar, but also different. Where am I going? What's over here? Ah, yeah, this stuff. And this is a key? No? Okay. There's a key somewhere. What's up this ladder? I think this is the way out. I will. I want the Firekeeper soul. Why do you come up here? What's supposed to be up here? I don't remember this bit. Is there nothing up here? Because that wouldn't be Dark Souls. No matter. Oh no, where am I? This is bad, isn't it? I don't think I'm supposed to be here. I probably shouldn't be standing here even because I'm gonna lose all my souls and I'll wind up here or some bullshit. I don't think I was supposed to be there. Not so interested in 1,000 or so souls, but I would like that humanity back. If I had gone to Darkroot Garden first as well, then Sheikah of East would be here and I'd be able to get some stuff off him. And or possibly kill his bodyguard to get the ring off of him. But then I am never going to have that low of a weight anyway. Until I get like Avil's ring and such. Might be plausible then. Okay, my souls aren't on the rotating thing. That's all I need to know. Actually, I get them down here, don't I? It's just in kind of a shitty spot. Something seems uncouth about using a magic projectile to hit something point blank. Hey, this armor's gonna be good for these guys as well. I might be able to take 2 hits without getting poisoned. Oh, this bit does suck though. Magic don't do enough. Bugger. Okay, time to run. Move for the bastards. Heal. Wow, this sucks. I'm gonna be a pincushion. This is by far worse than I've ever had this go. Shield would probably help greatly. I've even got the spider shield. I could be using it right now. Okay, let's have a breather. These buggers are down here now, which might be worse. I wonder if I can... Oh shit! It was bad. It was bad. I was right. It's not how I wanted that to go. I didn't mean to fall in there. They knew what they were doing by putting something so valuable in there, though. There's no other reason you'd want to run that gauntlet. There would be few items that would motivate me to do it, other than the fact that any item in there would motivate me to do it. But that's my problem, not everyone else's. This thing is about as unsafe as it looks. At least it's not too hard to get back there. It's just kind of a long run. And those things stay dead when you kill them. Be a real pain if they didn't. However, the ones that are still alive are also the ones that are going to be the most difficult to get to. Wait, there's only one still alive. Never mind. Hear me out. Almost. I'm glad they made the inventory easy to manage later too. Honestly, I should probably cheat as much as I want for this because these things are a real pain. Why won't it stay locked on? Also, why haven't I healed yet? Fine, I'll just try and aim at you manually. What's that hitting exactly? The dogs are almost worse than the toxic guys. In fact, I'd almost be willing to say that that is in fact the case. It's down. I might have to use that yet. They'll be able to hit me before I can hit them. Not that I'll do much damage even when I do hit them. Oh no. All I need is a more reliable ranged option. They've got garbage hitboxes. They're difficult to hit and they can... They're dogs, so they can hit you like bullshit. How are dogs supposed to know how to dodge? Even if they are tiny fire dogs. hate this area. Doing it again is just reminding me exactly how much I hated it. One left. This probably won't go bad. Done. Yeah, bow would make that a lot easier. Crossbow even would make that a lot easier. But now I've got that, and that will help greatly later on. Can't no one say it's not worth it. Now I have to go this ladder. And then this ladder. And then the next ladder. Just imagine if all of Blighttown was this straightforward. Ladders are real difficult to see. Very clever, Strata. Yes, thank you. I don't want to read the message saying there's a chest there. I want to open the chest. Oh yes, more of these. I thought I would get past that. I should probably use my last Estus. Not worth playing it dangerously here. They're a good source of dung pies if you're into that. They're not completely devoid of use. Why they're a good source of dung pies, I'm not equipped to answer. Well. I'm surprised that didn't hit me. And kill me. Maybe I'll just run past the last one. But then I've got to go all the way to the other side in order to... Actually, you know what? Filing Shrine really isn't that far away, is it? I should probably just go up there. Pay a visit to whatever their name is. Speaking of paying a visit, do I talk to you?
Well, this is unusual. You haven't lost your head. And more
I
importantly,
haven't talked to this fellow.
How on earth? Well, I shouldn't cry. I'm Ricky of Vinheim. I was once an established smith. Now, can you believe it?
How'd you get in there?
Hmm? What is it? Have you? Oh no. Don't worry. I've no intention of escaping. It's safe here. I can't bear the thought of going hollow out there.
He's not an obvious
Although,
person
I
to
must
find.
admit, there's not much to occupy.
Also, you pretty much don't need him at all.
I could forge your weapons, albeit with rather minimal tools. I'll show you what made me the best in Vinheim.
I mean, if you need magic stuff, then he can give it to you. It's also the early place to get yourself some early sorcery stuff. Speaking of which, I might go ahead and buy that while I'm here. I should probably do this.
Goodbye then. Keep your head up, you really helped.
I don't actually know if there's anything I particularly want from Firelink Shrine now that I've done that. Bugger it. We'll go the scenic route back to Darkroot. We'll go the Andre way. I know he can do standard weapon reinforcement. I have a plan. Yes. Sorry, I misread your thing. I thought you were telling me that he can do standard reinforcement. He can do standard reinforcement up to 5. I mean, all the smiths can do. All the smiths can reinforce. They can't. They can't do the enhancing things, like unless they have the appropriate ability.
Did you ring the second bell? That is incredible, I must say. But now we have a new problem. It's noisy, it snores, and its breath is lethal. This is no laughing matter, I tell you. Damn, that stench. And I was really beginning to like it here. Maybe it's time I do something about it. Me?
I'll kill you later.
Well, I see you made it out. Yeah, I made it out safely too. I have my pyromancy of the Great Swamp, so I can usually manage with a bit of care. Oh yeah, by the way, I can share my spells with you. I think you have a knack for it. All you need are the materials. I'll be pleased to help you. Unless you find the magic's unsavory. Oh really? But I'm on the
I can never.
Yeah, I know.
I always
Okay,
answer
well,
this
not,
question
that's
wrong
not, yeah.
because
I only wish that.
it says I can teach you unless you find them unsavory. It's not entirely clear whether you're supposed to be answering the first question or the second question.
Yeah, wonderful.
Fortunately, he doesn't care.
A flame from the Great Swamp. Now you're a fully fledged pyromancer. Why, let's get started right now.
I like this guy's accent. I don't care about pyromancy.
Pyromancy is
I don't even care about
pyromancy.
talking to you. These people should be here. Yeah. Yes, thank you.
Oh, hello. My guests have finally arrived. I will be departing with them shortly. So, I'm afraid it was a...
What have we here? You look awfully raggedy. Times are grim. The least you can do is look sharp.
You look pretty raggedy.
Dare meet my lady like that. You might scare her off for good. Oh, you again. Don't suppose we can help, though. We accompany my lady on her righteous mission. It is quite a chore, but I'm stuck with her. And Nico, too. I can't very well...
Anyway, I don't think there's anything of value I can talk to them about by now. Just see if this fellow has anything I can purchase with my meager
Did
money.
you see them? The 3 young clerics headed for the catacombs to seek kindling. Kindling is the art of feeding bonfires. The poor young girl sent down into a tomb. What a terrible mission she is burdened with.
Yeah, but tell me shit.
Oh, hello. Well, you certainly are keeping at it. Myself, I'm fine. Let's get started straight away.
All control. All the stronger soul arrows. I've got enough intelligence for most of this. Oral decoy? What if I used an oral decoy? Is full control good? What does it actually do? Use damage and noise from fall. I mean, I can't quite afford the stronger arrows, but I should probably invest in something better. Though heavy soul arrow is probably enough to get me through for a while. I can,
Goodbye then.
I mean, Pebs is right, but I wish he wasn't. Let's use. I want heavy soul iron, great heavy soul iron.
Goodbye.
8,000. Don't need much more. That's probably one of those, isn't it? Yeah, I bought heavy soul arrow from the other fellow.
Oh, my.
The one I talked to just before, down in New Londo.
All right. That should. May we?
Alright, I can't do anything there now, can I? That's okay, it's not far to where I'm going anyway. If I get killed on the way there, that's going to be quite annoying though. I should probably use something to heal. I think I have 2 slots at the moment. Seems a bit of a waste, but I don't want to die here right now. Just a little bit of security. Just in case something terrible happens. Not that those 3 there are competent enough to actually get a hit in, but I just want to be safe. Now then, I'm going to have to do a little bit of back and forth to get the partisan, then bring it back here and get it upgraded. Not quite use great heavy soul arrow. I wonder which does more damage, heavy or great? Obviously great heavy does the most, but you make a good point, I should have humanity up. For no apparent reason. You know, as long as I've got this extra humanity, this is probably a good place to kindle. It's a nice central location, and I'm gonna need that Estus when I get into Sens. Do you have...
I could smith some mighty weapons
Alright.
with one of those.
I got an ember, didn't
Why
I?
not lend it to me? Magnificent! You won't be disappointed. I can hardly wait to get started.
Because I'm gonna want that, but that's a lot of souls, and maybe I'll have enough when I come back from the butterfly. That would mean I'd need to do a Back and forth. Think there's anything else I want to buy?
Lovely saying, Pete.
Wait, did you? Oh wait, he has the pike, doesn't he? That's where I got the pike. Oh yeah, and this thing. I will come back. That first one of those isn't so much of a pain, but every other one you meet will fuck you up. It'd be a nice boost for my sorceries, but what is it? What does the Dust Crown do again? I know it boosts sorceries, but it has a downside, which I can't quite remember. Actually, I could make this a bit faster. I know that's there. But if I don't rest at it, then I can go and make this trip a lot quicker. Is it just magic defense? Because how often do you really want to use sorceries on things that are using sorceries anyway? Did you say it was around here? Because there's the thing. But I know there's more than one. Don't mind me. Oh, it's through the tree, isn't it? After the main area, seeing a corpse below a two-head. That's where I was, wasn't it? Because the Elite Knight set is what I just picked up. This area's getting busy. Also, I don't actually remember this nook. Oh. Never mind, maybe there's a reason for that. Well, that's another way of getting back. I was going to use a homeward bone, but that works as well. So much for that humanity. Now then, Partisan has the same base damage as a spear, ostensibly the same scaling. Weighs slightly more, but I think its main thing is that it's got a different moveset. It's got the same pokes because it's a spear. Also, it's got a nice sweep, which could come in handy. And I think the sweep does slashing damage as well, which, you know, might come in handy over the pokes. That's probably not thrust. More or less the same otherwise. I'm gonna need some souls though. Actually. Actually, I think I know a place to get one. I kinda like these things, except for the fact the later ones will fuck you up completely and utterly. That is a longer casting time, isn't it? Poor bastard isn't quite sure what to do in this situation. What are you even shooting at? That was fun. I could have kept dancing with it, but I'm okay with that as well. Yes, this is the partisan here. Main reason I thought this would be a good spear to stick with is because it's got a nice slashy sweep, which could help in some crowd control situations in a way that a regular spear can't. Now I just need to find it. I only have 2 Titanite shards. 2. I'd have to use some more soul items, I think.
Don't get yourself. Well, you need.
It should be enough to get me some. What are the other ones? So I'm at +2. 2 is for 3. Let's say 6. That's probably right. I went 1 too high. Now immediately I will be doing... What's that? 100 and... a flat 200 up from about 112.
Don't get yourself nice.
Damn near double. I should probably go and rest now. Get those spells back. And let's go and take a stab at the butterfly. I would like to get another boss on here before I have to finish. I've got my gold resins ready. See, I would assume these plants take more slash damage than thrust. I do about 136 for the stab, 198 for the slash. Fuck. Pretty much, Strider, pretty much. I get it, but that's a real dumb thing to be seen as opposed to. Worth a shot. I don't like that as soon as you pick up this item, the things that come after you for doing so will always show up. But that's okay, because I can kill them super easily now. And this is the sort of reason why I thought a partisan would be handy. Some things aren't so good with the old thrust damage. And it's not like I use the heavy attack that much anyway. Being so similar, but so much extra stamina for so little more. I guess I've already gotten everything in this area now, haven't I? I'm not even going to bother with you. Or you. Let's go and get this butterfly. Did they come all the way up here? Yeah, probably. Have any? Keep them handy too, because firebombs can be handy for this thing. I'm out of firebombs. But that's not nothing. Well, this thing is going down quickly. Oh, I was not. Careful. I don't really have any other ranged options. So I'm gonna have to wait for it to come back down. Oh, that's not... I wanted life. What a waste of a resin. The sound that thing makes when it starts doing the laser sounds like something else, but I'm not sure what. So, Moonlight Butterfly. Let's go ahead and do the thing, shall we? I think Moonlight Butterfly sucks. It's... I think it's an... I don't especially care for any of its attacks. Like, at all. Like, all of its attacks kind of suck. And then there's the whole fact that if you are primarily melee, there's not a whole lot you can be doing in the meantime. You can go and stock up on firebombs and stuff, but that's not a... I do like the idea of a boss that makes you use things like that. But also if you're a ranged character, it's not a big problem for you. You just get to keep shooting at it while it's up in the air. And when it comes down, it's just doing nothing while you shoot at it for a while. Kind of like the music. I kind of like the atmosphere during the fight, but the fight itself is not very good. But where does it go on the list? I like it more than Gaping Dragon. Are we okay with that? I ask, as though that would stop me from putting it above Gaping Dragon anyway. It's probably better than Asylum Demon. Like, Asylum Demon kind of occupies this weird space where it's not a terrible fight, but it's not exactly interesting either. It's basically just a demonstration of the concept of a boss. And there's not a whole lot of room for being interesting in that. I'm gonna go ahead and put it above Asylum Demon. Moonlight Butterfly or Chaos Witch K-Lag? There's a good question. I think I probably prefer Chaos Witch K-Lag as an actual fight. But I probably prefer Moonlight Butterfly in atmosphere. Like, you got this fight taking place on this cool bridge area. It's a very nice atmosphere in this spot, really. And you can see it off in the distance before you even get into the fight, and it just floats down here, and then you got that weird music going on. The fight itself has a lot of atmosphere. It does suck, but let's face it, a lot of these bosses kind of suck. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh on it. It doesn't suck that much. I probably agree that K-Lag is a better fight. There's more going on. The fight with the butterfly itself is just waiting until it starts doing an attack and then you roll. There's really not much more you can do than do that. I'm gonna put the butterfly in either number 3 or number 4. It's basically, I don't know. I'm becoming less convinced that Asylum Demon is that bad of a boss, but I probably am gonna put it on number 3. Yeah, number 3. That sounds good. Am I getting that name right? Moonlight Butterfly? I feel like maybe I should put these DS ones in a different colour. Minutia. I will get to that eventually. Anyway, that's the list as it is at the moment. And I sincerely doubt I'm going to get to fight Sif or anyone else before this episode's over, so let's say that's where this list is staying for today. And I think it looks pretty good, honestly. We kind of got through the not so interesting early portions and starting to get into the more interesting bosses like K-Lag and the butterfly. Sif, I imagine, will be... I'm not ready to have any real opinion on where Sif goes on this list yet. My opinion will come when we get to Sif. In the meantime, let's go and clean up. No, I won't use a homeward bone, actually. No, I will use a homeward bone, actually. I've changed my mind several times in the last few seconds. I probably should consider the Dragon Crest ring. Have I gotten any other rings yet? No, I have one ring so far. 20,000's pretty steep though. I need 20,000 just to open this up. Let's go and check out the other area first. Clean the stuff out of there and then we'll go and get a crest. Much better. My regular spear couldn't have done that. I'd never even found this area the first time I played through. Because I don't know, maybe I wasn't reading the messages. I definitely didn't see this thing slightly moving. It's weird that there's a tree you can kill. What's up with that? These things are weird. If you don't come into this area, you literally never see these things. They're weird. They're not very strong, but they're weird. Where do these towers go? I wonder if these are like the bottoms of towers up in the Berg or something. Probably not, because you can't see it. You better not slow me, you bastard. What did I just say? This is a problem for me. Oh right, you can't dodge at all. I forgot that there was a bad dodge animation when you tried to do that. And then I accidentally tried to do it again because I panicked. Not a problem, it's not far away. Why are there so many living plants around here? That evil eye ring is just enough to be slightly useful. Can I get the frog things up here before I fight the statue? This will go better. For some reason these things drop green blossoms. I don't know why. is pretty effective against them now. I can make that. I'm glad I actually could make that. Slash is a little bit slow though, so I have to watch out for that. Now I might as well head back and go and buy a key, shall I? It'd be nice if I also ended up with things like the Dragon Slayer Spear for some different elements. Why did I say it like that? But, I don't know how likely it is that I'll actually have all of that going at the same time. Possibly the dragon... Not dragon, the Demon Spear? The one you get off of those Batwing things in Anor Londo. That might upgrade with a different type of Titanite, and if I maybe I could have that going at the same time, if that's the case. Lucky the stream's almost over, given that the gardening devices have started up. Oh, right. Forgot to listen to his scroll about the Divine Ember.
Made a fine decision. You soon shall see.
Buy me a crest.
Don't get yourself neither.
Why does he have the crest of Artorias anyway? Did they just not figure out a good place to put that, so they gave it to him? Now I have to wonder about the next thing I'm gonna do. I could go and kill Sif. Well, when I say next thing I do, I mean the next stream I do, because I'm not really gonna have time to do much now. But, I could go and get Sif and collect all the other stuff that's around there. Also go and clear out the basin as well. That would get me Havel's Ring, which I don't know how useful that's going to be by this point, but it's nice to have. Or I head over that way and go do some Sen's Fortress, go get the Iron Golem. It would be nice to go and get the Lord Vessel, but I don't know if me going and beating ONS is going to happen that soon. Also, Sen's Fortress is bloody long. I suppose those are my only two options, aren't they? There's not really much reason to go and do Sif, I don't think. At least not yet. So maybe I should just go through Sen's next time. It won't be too bad. Maybe. But also Havel's Ring would be nice. What if I just go and get a Havel's Ring now? I've got a few minutes. Let's go and kill Havel. Or at very least go and get that bonfire along the cliff edge. If I go and get the bonfire at the cliff edge, then I can go and talk to Dusk, I can get Havel's Ring. Let's see if I can kill Havel in the next 3 minutes. Gotta remember how you get to the basin. Not that way. Oh, actually it is that way. No matter. Still heading in the right direction. No, you don't. I should probably check out if there's better armor I could be wearing without having worse rolls yet. Oh yeah, and there's this fellow as well, isn't there? Stream's over. I'm not, no. There's no more of this. I have to quit the game. I don't have to quit. I can do whatever the hell I want. Stream's over. Bye everyone.